If you are thinking of buying alcohol markers and you are stuck thinking, should I save money and get Ohuhu or should I be fancy and get Copic? Then watch this before you buy anything. Today I'm going to test both side by side. Brush tip test, blend test, color accuracy, and a left-right illustration comparison so you can actually see the difference. Then you can see which one is more worth it or suits you better. Hey guys, it's Kiri. So Ohuhu sent me their latest Honolulu Plus Alcohol markers. But this video is not sponsored and they didn't pay me, so I'll be giving my honest opinions. I'll also be using this Ohuhu Heavyweight Bleedproof marker pad this scent. It's actually super thick and it's so smooth. To be honest, it has exceeded my expectations. I already love the texture even before testing. Each page is also perforated as you can see here, which means we can tear this out easily and cleanly when we are done with our drawing. So today we are comparing Ohuhu's Honolulu Plus Alcohol markers directly with Copic alcohol markers to help you decide which one you should get. Let's start with a quick rundown so you know what we are working with. Copic markers are known for their high quality and huge color range, as well as their very beautiful price. I'm using the Copic Sketch Manga Illustrations 24 color set, which I bought in Japan last time. Their full range covers 358 colors, but you know they are just so expensive. I could only bring myself to buy the 24 color set, which cost me around $100 plus, so it's around $5 to $6 per marker. Ohuhu's new Honolulu Plus series now has upgraded rubber-based brush tips and even refillable brush nibs. This means that they are more durable now but without the Copic price tag. They have the 24 color set at 46 USD and 36 color set at 66 USD, so each marker is around 190 USD. By the way, they also provide this plastic sheet that comes with the markers. This is if you are coloring on thinner paper, you can use this to prevent bleeding through. So now that we know what we are dealing with, let's start the test. Both brands have the Chisel and the soft brush tips. I'm going to test the soft brush tips first. So for Honolulu Plus, you can see that I press the brush really hard and it snaps back quickly, so it's not like the cheaper markers that will stay bent after you press them too hard. I'm now going to do the same to the Copic markers. So given the price, the brush tips don't get deformed after I press them hard as expected. So in this aspect, I think they are pretty much similar. So in terms of the brush feel, I think Copic feels more firm and Ohuhu feels softer. Neither is bad, so it depends on your personal preference. To me, it doesn't matter much. Most people probably couldn't tell the difference unless you are comparing them side by side. For the Chisel tip, the main difference is that the Ohuhu's one is thicker. Now the blend test. This is the thing that most people care about, so let's try both using similar colors. Let's start with shades of yellow. The colors are not exactly the same, but these are the closest I can find. I'm also using this colorless blender from Ohuhu. This gives you the extra help in blending the colors. Now let's try blending different colors, blue and purple. So the Copic one is smooth as usual. Okay, Ohuhu has caught me by surprise. This pale purple turns out more saturated than expected. But anyway, you can see that they blend really well too. Even if you're new to alcohol markers, honestly, I think both are manageable, but I find that slightly less effort is needed when using Copic markers to get that super smooth blend. For Ohuhu, I used the colorless blender earlier when blending the medium yellow with the super light yellow, and it turns out really nice in the end. Now that we've seen how they blend, let's look at the vibrancy of the colors. So since we have seen the yellow and the blue, I want to compare the skin tone colors since I usually draw people and faces. So these are the colors that I've picked, which are as close as possible in both sets. So to be fair, I'm only picking the colors from Ohuhu's 24 colors set to compare with the skin tone colors I have in the Copic 24 colors set. So for these skin tones, I think Copic's look very natural and Ohuhu's skin tones are warmer and more vibrant. What do you think? Which skin tone color palettes do you like more? I just want to show you quickly the other skin tone colors that you can use from their 36 color set. So I'm using Ballet Pink and Peach Cream here. Turns out pretty nice, so I'm just going to use this Cotton Candy from Copic to get a similar effect. Now let's compare the red and the dark pink tones. It's actually quite funny because initially I couldn't find the red color in Ohuhu. That's why I was actually using this raspberry and magenta. And later on I actually found the red. It's called Tomato in the Ohuhu set. It's a little misleading because of the orangey cap. Anyway, so overall, I think the Copic colors have a gentle and a more subtle finish, whereas Ohuhu definitely looks brighter and more lively. Here's a side-by-side comparison of the 24 color set, and this is the complete color swatch for the 24 colors and the 36 color set. And now something a lot of us struggle with. Does the cap actually match the color? I think some of you could already tell from the earlier test, it's definitely a win for Copic. Copic markers are usually just very accurate. You can look at the cap and trust it. For Ohuhu, it depends. Some are close, some are not so close. It's not terrible, but you definitely want to swatch everything. Considering the price, I'll say it's not a big deal breaker. Just need to be more mindful about the colors. And now the part that I was most excited about, the full illustration test. So I drew this illustration twice. I tried my best to make them as similar as possible. So let's start coloring now. So one thing you'll notice about Copic is that the colors are generally lighter and more subtle. In this sense, the good thing is that you can have more control because you have the option of keeping the colors light, or if you want them to be darker, then you can layer them more. And for Ohuhu, the colors are more vibrant and they stand out a bit more, which is great if you like bold coloring styles. So I actually made a mistake here. I forgot how saturated the Ohuhu raspberry is, and I accidentally made the hair too dark at the bottom. That aside, I still like how easily the Ohuhu colors pop. You don't have to layer so much as well to get that vibrant and saturated color. What do you think so far? Are you team Copic or team Ohuhu? Let me know in the comments below. By the way, a quick note here. I think I might have overlaid this a bit. Sometimes when I try to fix a spot, I just keep adding color and it gets worse instead of better. So if you find the end result looking a little intense, please don't blame the markers. It's totally on me. In terms of the feel of the brush and the control, the Copic markers glide on really smoothly and the nibs always feel very consistent. And for the Honolulu Plus markers, they are really smooth as well. In fact, I don't really feel much difference between the two brands in this aspect. Even when I switch angle or when I was using more pressure during coloring, the whole process still feels very smooth. Basically, you won't feel like you are using some budget markers. Considering the price is only 1/3 of the Copic markers, I think this set of Honolulu Plus markers is really a good deal. Here's another side-by-side comparison on the color characteristics. So, considering all of the above, which one do you prefer? This is the final result of my coloring. I hope this helps you decide which markers you want to go for to some extent. And right, I forgot to show you this part. Check this out. This is really totally bleed proof. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next video.